It is May 17th, and I am planting organic soybeans here. So this is the 104-acre field that I had cereal rye in. It was corn last fall. Brought the seed tender up here so I can fill in a couple rounds. So I added these 3-bushel boxes over the winter, and I can actually go twice as long now with these bigger boxes instead of the 1.6 bushel. So that's definitely nice. Keep on going a few more acres. So we'll hop in and get going here. So this field looks pretty nice. So I worked my cereal rye down. It was only about 8 or 10 inches tall, and then it regrew. So it was yesterday when I worked it in, it was probably 16 to 18 inches tall. It was starting to head out. So when it does that, the stem, gets really stemmy, and the leaves will just melt away. Won't have any problems there, but the stems kind of sticks around. So I was really worried about if I could use my tine weeder or not. So we're gonna see whether I can. I think there are definitely parts of the field that I can, but we'll see for sure here in another day or two when I make my first blind pass. So I'm planting 174,000, somewhere in there is my population. I'm going about 2 inches, 2¼ deep, because I want to be able to do blind passes, blind cultivation passes, just above the seed, so about 1 inch deep or so. That's mainly where all your weeds germinate, is in the top 1 inch. So if I have it down another inch, 1¼ inch, that kind of gives me a good safety net. I'm not going to rip anything out. So the term blind cultivation is, they use that because you're going over the field, and you can't see the rows. There's nothing up yet. So you do that normally 2 to 3 days after your last tillage pass. So the field cultivator left the field about 3 hours ago. So usually I try to do a pass 36 to 48 hours later, somewhere in there, after the last tillage pass. So there's a rain coming. This is Wednesday. There's a rain coming on Friday. It doesn't look to be much, but I want to get a pass in before the rain. That way I can hit it right after the rain when it dries out. So yeah, I think it's working pretty good. Pretty happy with the way it turned out this year. Running that Reuben over the stalks in the fall definitely made them decay a lot better. I wish I would have managed my cereal rye a little bit better. But it was dry early, so I worked it down early, and then started getting some rain and couldn't get back in the field, and then we were planting all of our conventional stuff, so it's hard to quit planting and to work ground. So but I think it turned out pretty good. I'll jump out here in a little bit and show you what it looks like. Okay, I'll show you what it looks like out here. So right around here, it looks pretty good. I worked this with the Reuben, and then I worked it with field cultivator, so it's pretty fine. It's almost like you know, working bean stubble. Usually corn stalks aren't quite this fine, so it's really nice to plant into. The rye, you can see here's some of it. It's not bad, but you know, you got a bunch of this right here, you know, so I don't know how the tine weeder, if it's going to pick all that up or not, but we'll find out. I do have my double rotary hoe, so if I can't use the tine weeder, I do have that, so I do have a good backup option. So I'll just dig a little bit here, kind of show you how deep I'm going. If I can find him. Yeah, there's one. I lost him. There he is. Okay, so there's one right there. That's just a little bit below 2 inches, so 2 1/4. I'm trying to plant a little bit into a trench. I've got my row cleaners moving a little bit of dirt, not a whole lot, but when I come through with either the tine weeder or the rotary hoe, I want to be able to move some of this dirt, kind of rake it back in over top so it buries any weeds that are in the row. We're going to try that this year, see how it works. It's not a huge furrow, but there is a little bit there. So I need to fill right now. The beans that I have been planting here in this field are Great Harvest Organics 281s, so they're a 2.8. I've got some Pioneer untreated conventional non-GMO soybeans, so they're untreated non-GMO. I'm going to put a few bags in for a plot. So why I would plant untreated non-GMO, I want to make sure that Great Harvest Organics seed is still good, top of the line. You know, I want to make sure that I've still got, you know, the genetics that are going to yield. So I'm putting it up against Pioneer, one of their, it's a 2.6. So I just want to make sure that, you know, Bex is still, Great Harvest Organics is still breeding good beans. I have verified that, or I've checked with my certifier. They said it's okay to put out a plot, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put out a plot and just see how they compare, see how they yield. So got a little bit left here in the boxes, but I think I'll just put them on top of that. I'm not going to clean it out too much, so we'll get started with that. Open all these lids. One broke off, I think. not good. So again, untreated, pretty much just like the others. So we'll see how these do. I always love sunsets. Well, I'm gonna finish this video up. I got about 30 acres left, 35 acres left, something like that. This field, try to finish it tonight yet. And then I'll move on. I got another transitional soybean field, and then we'll move to corn. Maybe after the rain on Friday, we'll just have to see.